This talk of Oboth Oboth as the new candidate, it is also rooted in fraud. You see, if you are fighting Anita Amongo's buffoonery, I'm sorry to use that term, you are fighting Anita Amongo's buffoonery. Now, why come with the dirty hands? You go to a party and you get a spokesperson of PLU unveiling a candidate. Oh my God. Said, I've got a directive from my chairman, I've got a directive from the head of state, Oboth Oboth, you are the next speaker. Just like that, and it's done. And all these regime apologists who were there started applauding. Why should this country be treated like this? The very people who were praising Anita Amongo, almost 100% of those MPs in attendance, save for a handful, were in support of Anita Amongo. All of a sudden, a directive comes from one Kabanda, they switch to another candidate. And it's more or less like a fait accompli now. More or less like a fait accompli. As if there are no known procedures under the law. That one has to pick nomination forms, one has to go through particular processes within the party, one has to undergo, you know, there are lots of processes you have to undergo, to go through. There are rigors you have to go through. Not a casual declaration, like a witness over the weekend, where Kabanda came and said, oh. And you can imagine the powers, the authority he used to command all of them. All of them, many of them were senior to him. He said, remain standing. We should all, I'm telling you, we should all be worried about the future of this country, the state of affairs in this country. Should all be concerned. That just a mere directive coming that Oboth Oboth. So this is not a choice of a new speaker. No. It's a replacement. Now Mr. Museveni is shedding off the old skin and coming up with a new brand with a less tainted image. Because Anita Amongo had been exposed internationally, locally, and the utility values had gone to almost zero. Because of that high marginal propensity to steal, the utility value had gone to almost zero. And Mr. Museveni had now to go with her to rebrand himself. He's just rebranding himself. Museveni is rebranding himself by throwing off the board Anita Amongo and getting a new procurement officer. Don't be mistaken. The conduct will just vary in magnitude, but it's going to remain the same. The conduct may vary in magnitude. Because Oboth Oboth is a little sophisticated compared to Anita Amongo. Anita Amongo, who was overwhelmed by village excitement. She was overwhelmed by village excitement. But Oboth Oboth, a little complicated, a little sophisticated. And even his actually he had to expose them in a very the way he did it, in a dramatic manner, so that you don't use it against him. He was quick to guard against himself. Said much as he's a Christian, he has 2 wives. He guarded himself. That he was his only weak link. But the rest, they are all the same, parimateria. He was at the forefront of removing the age limit. He is the one who tabled the UPDF bill, the UPDF amendment bill before Parliament, in total violation or negation of the Supreme Court decision. And he's a lawyer. He knew what he was doing. He is on the list of the Mabati scandal. So how different is he from Anita Among, save for that conduct, for extravagant conduct? Because Anita Among was over the moon with her extravagance. Even when she was walking, you would see somebody on cloud 9. She's just coming back to Earth. And it has not been one of us. She has been on a different planet. I'm telling you. Just reality is dawning on her now that she's on Earth. But she thought she was on a different planet. That's the only difference. The distinction you can draw between the two, Anita Among and Oboth Oboth. But they are both cut out of the same cloth. And their mission is the same. Not different at all. Not different. There is no difference at all. Their mission is all the same. So, we want to ask the following. Number one, all right-thinking members of society, of you, right-thinking citizens should rise to the occasion and deal with these shenanigans in the context we are presented before you. Not to get excited that Mr. Museveni for once now is cracking the whip. We shouldn't get excited. Of course, no one can cry. We are asking you not to offer a shoulder to Anita Among to lean on. No. No saying Ugandans should offer a shoulder for Anita Among to lean on. Let her carry her own cross. Let her pay for her own crimes. But we should remain focused on the fight before us. What is the fight before us? The succession agenda, which is ongoing. They are using this unfortunate situation now to prepare Mr. Muhoozi to take over for Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. No. They are using these unfortunate events to prepare Mr. Muhoozi to take over from his father. Their test tube product, which ran out of control, causing this kind of disaster we are witnessing in the country. They are using it as fodder, as construction material to prepare an empire for Muhoozi. As a country, we need a transition from family rule. We need a transition from military rule. We need to get out of the captivity where we are kept now. To have a free Uganda where we can all exercise our liberties. Where we can all pursue our respective aspirations and pursue our collective destiny as a nation. But right now, they are playing all these games for political expedience to prepare Muhoozi's empire. Because Anita Among, the kleptomaniac who had amassed a lot of wealth, had posed a threat to the Muhoozi project, definitely. With all that wealth, they were not so sure that she wouldn't turn into a problem to Muhoozi. However much she tried to play sycophants, those people are sophisticated. The Museveni are sophisticated. You can be a sycophant. You tell them that, look, I believe in the Holy Trinity, Museveni the Father, Janet the Mother, and the Son. They can read it through and tell what is in your heart and what you are scheming. They have that capacity. At least they are not that naive. So she played sycophancy to pursue her own agenda, but now they are using it against not only Anita Among, but against the nation to prepare the Muhoozi dynasty, rather the Muhoozi empire, which we have got to deal with as a nation. It's incumbent upon all of us. As Anita is falling by the wayside, we should make sure that she does not go with the parliament. That is an obligation. And this is a duty the MPs have got now, to make sure that as she's sinking, definitely she's already on the ground. And I highly doubt that she can rise again. She's trying to patch up, she's now trying to make a comeback by again playing ball and appearing to be meek, to appearing to be submissive. Wapi, irredeemable gone. Anita Among is irredeemable gone. But let her not go with the last rags of parliament. We should fight. And our frontline troops at parliament, your work is cut out. How do we redeem the image of parliament? How do we make sure that parliament is not an appendage of State House, of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, because now it's being turned into a smaller desk in State House. The clerk come and record the statement. It's you, the staff, whoever. Now the corridors of parliament are now annexed to State House. I'm sure what is happening, if they can raid Anita Among's home, who is now taking charge of the office? Who is this deputy? Taiwa. Can Taiwa now step at parliament? Huh. Where is he now? So who is in charge? Who is in charge at parliament? All the MPs are wobbling now. You know what they call wobbling? They are all speaking in tongues. They are all what? It's terrible. So we are in trouble as a country. How do we redeem the institution of parliament so that it does not go down with Anita Among? Because now it's being conveyed to State House. And finally, we invite our members of parliament to say no to Oboth Oboth. Hey, want to repeat this. For us, we have only 2 MPs there. But we are inviting all opposition MPs, including those in NRM who wish well for this country, say no to Oboth Oboth. He is another test tube product, like Anita Among, with the assignments now to play to finish off whatever is left by Anita Among. In comparative terms, Kadaga would do one or the other resist 1-2 things, much as she also succumbed to the pressure and passed the age limit, whatever, to close. But one or the other, she would stand up to the authority and say, Kavuma, this order is stupid, I will not implement it. You will not evict the rebel MPs. Kadaga will be remembered for that, having defended the rebel MPs. But Anita has been defending the corrupt. She went to Sise Namujuzi function and said, she's you praise her that she has stolen, but has managed to share with you the loot. So, Oboth is coming as a project of the first family. And it's the reason the first family had to sit and take a decision that the replacement of Anita Among has to be Oboth Oboth, and the rest will just have to play ball. So we invite all right-thinking members of our country, particularly the MPs, to do whatever it takes in the name of defending our constitution and the values that we cherish or hold dear, and say no to Oboth Oboth. If we ever succeed in that, that will be a huge victory for this country. We succeed in blocking the election of Oboth Oboth. I know it looks like a tall order. I'm sure everyone else thinks that you are just wasting your time. But that is the right thing to do. To tell the family that has brought, the ruling family that has brought Oboth Oboth, that this country does not belong to you. It belongs to the 46 million Ugandans. And power resides in the people. It should be the people to determine who should be the next speaker, not the first family. Now, if the first family is choosing Oboth Oboth, the rest of Ugandans should say no to Oboth Oboth. For us, that is our position as PFF. We beg to submit. Gane chikolere emirimu naye baba. Nawe ne chokufuukira ekizibu. Kati Anita bwabadde. Na Museveni yagula ekiteega naye ng'ekiteega kimufuukidde ekizibu. Kiyite jembe. Kiri embuzi, kiri ente, kinywa omusaayi guno, kikola bulo kino. Kati Anita abadde afuukidde Museveni ekiteega. Kimuyamba ekiteega kikolera naye naawe kikumalako emirembe. Kati Museveni abadde takyebaka lwa kiteega kye yaleeta. Kati naafuna omukisa we naga nti owa sipiika katubumugyeko. Anita olw'okubanga abadde azimbye empaya n'awaganyala naga nti nzinja kgenda nga Kadaga bamugamba vaamu. Kadaga naga nvaamu nja kuvuganya. N'Anita meetings ezatudde eza family ezatudde mu cabinet waliyo bali religious leader bamugamba vaamu n'agamba nti empire gyenzimbye kubanga ba MP abasinga badde bamusinza businza gaga bwe tugenda wali mu kamyufu wali abwe tugenda mu kalulu wali akali secret nja muwangu jabba wangula ate nga nabano bagamba nti omukazi ono empire gyazimbye kyangu okutuwangula wali mu kalulu. N'olwekyo sino si lutalo lwa corruption. Kubanga singa babadde balwanyisa corruption baali badde Anita Amongo bamugulako dde omusango gw'amabaati nga bwe bagugula kwa Agnes Nandutu ne bamugumusingisa. Bapasis Namuganza ne bajja Basekikubo baani bavuddeyo bonna wapi. Era temwewuunya nga bino byonna bye badde bakola babivuddeko ebyokugenda ku nyumba zonna nga bazinoonyerezaako. Batandikira ku yenna Kasero wano, bagenze Ekigo, bagenze Mutungo, baabo Buyende, n'endala nnyingi ndowooza ziri eyo. Anita oba abadde n'amakabe kabannaake. Kakati ebyo ffe tetujja kwewuunya nga Anita tebamuguddeko musango kubanga we bukeeredde olwaleero nga yavuddeyo n'agamba nti ye ebya speaker abivuddeko era ye yeebaza Mwami Yoweri Kaguta Museveni omulimu gwamukoledde okumufuula kyali n'ebya investigation agenda complyinga kwatagana nabo bulungi era ye tagenda kuwaganyala n'akamu. Anita yasazeewo ye okufuuka ekkovu akakanebwati mpola manye kovu lyoyeko omunyo lisebengerera mpola kati kovu baliyeko omunyo Anita yakkiriza kakati olwo teruba lutalo lwa corruption kubanga olutalo lwa corruption Mwami Museveni abatalina buyinza busonyiwa muntu yenna nga bwagamba nti yasonyiwa Mawanda muyasonyiwa Sise Namuju muyasonyiwa ababali bavunanyizibwa atya omuntu okumusonyiwa omusango gumala kumusinga ne gumuka mu vi nga amaze okuwozesebwa no wajja bayita prerogative of mercy oba amnesty mugiri political so obwo buyinza tabulina naye nga bwe yakola basise Namuju ba Mawanda n'abalala ba Yusuf Mutembuli bwagenda okukola n'Anita Amongo nga amaze omukakkanya era agenda nga muwange ekyokulabirako nga bwawe ekyokulabirako kati wabadde Sise Namuju agenda kuzaawo Anita Amongo buli wanaabeera ama Anita Amongo jangu babuulire tewali mubbi sinze nakutaasa wali togenze kati wafuuka mulungi wafuuka muntu mulungi namuteekaawo gabo yakwata Maama Mbabazi tujja temangalo nagankumaliriza kati nekyabakadde nakiwa omukyala we basise Namuju bwagenda okukola ono temusuubirayo nti Mwami Museveni agenda kukangavula Anita Amongo amutwale mu kooti ebyo tebiriyo kuba kati amumaze okumuzaayo mu test tube gye yabadde adduse mu ka test tube ke mwamwagala wali mwamulabira namukontrolinga bwati kati ekyo kyakoze otherwise tebakulimba nti babadde tebamanyi bugagga bwa Anita Amongo nti asobola okufuna Rolls Royce n'agikola byati n'alba emisolo bwatyo n'akuŋŋaanya amayumba n'agazimba n'akuŋŋaanya kino n'akola kiri nga Museveni tamanyi kituba kulimba intelligence yonna gye balina kyogamba abadde agula ba MP nga takimanyi Museveni nti agula ba opposition nga Museveni takimanyi Anita abadde abasasula nga takimanyi abadde akimanyi naye olwokuba abadde afuuse test tube product egenda okubafuukira ekizibu ne bagamba wange ono akome wano family negamba ono akome wano era ekyo nga kikutwala mu feezi eddako eyogamba nti bateekateeka mu Hozi project era ekyo volaba nti gundi alina amaanyi mangi nnyo kabanda irigibenda kuyabadde ku mukolo najja n'alangirira ordinale ne mupi ne mwenare mutalina mu kifo nina jja wali sebo naga nti nze wa PLU chairman antumye naga ne president amutumye era nagamba Oboth Oboth gwe speaker dako amaanyi ago ngakulaga project gye bavuga nti abana abakunganyiza obugagga nga Anita Amongo babatya masa okufuuka bamawale ne balemesa Muhoozi kati nga balina okiriyalinga buli kimu n'abaabo bennyini bebeereetedde abalina bakiriyalingawo no kyakubiri ekyasoose nakinyonyodde nti Anita Amongo tebagenda mukangavula ekyokubiri nti kati Anita Amongo bamuziza mu test tube era ne empire ye bagimaliriza kyetugamba kino nti bannayuganda olutalo lwetwolekedde lwe lw'okulaba nti bano tebatuzanyira ku bwongo kugisaawo mu Hozi project tuyina okulwana okulaba nti succession agenda tugirwanyisa kubanga ffe tulwana kufuna transition era wano olutalo lwe tukulembedde namba emu Katonga ng'oggyeko civil liberties transition okuva mu military rule okuva mu family rule twagala kudda mu bukulembeze obuli mu ssemateeka ng'abantu be balina obuyinza obusalawo eggwanga lyabwe gye lirina okulagana ne alina odifuga olwo lwe lutalo lwe tuliko ffe wano era tebalutujjaako ekyokubiri era nga kyekwosa ku ekyo kwe kulaba nti paalamenti yaffe tebagiziika na Anita paalamenti tukkiriza badde ku ndiri nga ndwadde bagirwaza Mwami Museveni yagirwaza era eri ku ndiri naye kati baagala kugiziikira ddala completely eggwewo nga bwe twali ku mulembe gwa Amini nga twali paalamenti kubanga mateeka paalamenti yesembayo mu audit system waggulu bino byonna bye mulira ba auditor general zino internal audits ezibeera mu agencies eza government newa zonna zigwera mu parliament yesinga okuba waggulu bujja ku nsonga y'oku audit oba okucheckinga executive okulaba nti ebaako bwekwata obuyinza nekendeeza ku neeyisa ya president ne banne abali mu executive. Oba luli mwami Muhoozi yabayita atya ba MP bwe bamuyita Crowns yabayita ba Crowns comedian ye kazanyirizi naye Crown oba ki mu Luganda niye bayita ba Crown nga bamuyise naye nga atero parliament ngekyali mukkoka munyeenya naye kakati wevudde yakaseera kano ng'omutwe gwayo gwonna guvunze irredeemable ho Anita Muvundu bannange so nga Anita agifaananyiza bw'atyo tulina olubimbi lunene olw'okutaasa palamenti eno eddemu akanigguusa ereme kuziikibwa otherwise bagenda kugiziika usanga executive yonna ne ba directors bana ab'omu bitongole ebyenjawulo nga ne parliament tekyasobola kubayita nga baga muli babbi nammwe usanga abali mu magye nga Muhoozi bwe yabaga muli ba Crown usanga abapoliisi nga batukozeeko effujjo nga parliament ekyasobola kubayita usange wanga parliament ekyasobola kubaako kyekolawo ku bubbi obuli mu executive kubanga balaze nti kati executive yo nyonjo tebba parliament yebba. So twegendereza Anita obutaziika parliament yaffe yo Anita bamuziise yawedde takyayinza kuvaayo gye bamukasuse mu ntaana ya fuuti mukaaga eyo gye bamutadde takyavaayo naye tulwane nnyo parliament yaffe ereme kugenda mu ntaana olwo lutalo lw'amaanyi kwe kugaana first family okusala wani ayina okuba speaker n'olw'ensonga eyo tusaba ba MP bonna abalumirirwa eggwanga lino fenga PFF tulinayo babiri bokka tebamala kusalawo biriyo naye aba opposition n'abenaalemu abalumirirwa eggwanga lino mwenna tubasaba mugaano Oboth Oboth kubanga Oboth Oboth omulimu ogumuleeseza gwe gwa Anita Amongo ekyenjawulo nti Anita Amongo abaddeyo wamasappe nga byakola byeraga wano naye Oboth Oboth ali sophisticated ajja kubikola mu ngeri emu erimu science ayiseewo omunyago gwe gumu ng'ono gwabadde ayisaawo ate n'okusingawo kubanga abamuleese bamutumye omulimu ogwegwo bangi beerabidde nti Anita Oboth Oboth oyo ye yakulemberamu okuyisawo egirimiti ne Magezi abo babiri abo be bakulemberamu Kadaga n'amalirizo nga speaker emboko neryoka enyoka mu parliament abalala beerabidde nti Oboth Oboth oyo ye yaleeta ne biru yakomyawo general court martial nga tumaze okuwangula omusango mu Supreme Court nga ko general court martial evuddewo naye Oboth Oboth n'agikomyawo n'agireeta. Oboth Oboth y'omu abali ku listi ey'amabaati skando y'amabaati era bw'oba ovunaana Anita Amongo ogw'amabaati ng'ovunaana Nabbanja ogw'amabaati ng'ovunaana Kasayija ogw'amabaati ng'ovunaana ani ogw'amabaati n'Oboth Oboth naye avunaanibwa ogw'amabaati numwa nnyo era ffenna nja kuba kibateekako naffe tulumwa nnyo okulaba nga amabaati g'ekalamojja gonna bagateeka ku mutwe gumu ogwa Agnes Nandutu naye tiko musalaba gw'aba Oboth Oboth n'abalala Agnes Nandutu situgamba nti kyali kikyamu omuwozesa n'akangavulwa yeetonda n'okwetonda naye ne bamusiba ebbanga lye bamusiba emyaka emeka emyaka 4 Oboth Oboth bo bakangavulwa ddi ne bannaabwe. So tubasaba ba MP mwenna abaagala eggwanga lyaffe lino okusigala nga okuliza ku luuma olutuufu abaagala eggwanga lyaffe okudda ku luuma olutuufu ba MP mwenna musibire koligo omwami oyo Oboth Oboth mulabanga ekitasoboka tumanyi nga akyawedde dda naye bwe tuteekawo olutalo tewali kitasoboka tusobola okuteekawo embeera nga Mukama ye mubeezi waffe.